Hi Scrap of Your Lifers. Today is another project from Simple Stories. Simple Stories have a collection called Summer Farmhouse, and with this collection I decided I was going to make a journal. Now this journal is a gratitude journal. So what I'm going to take you through is all the parts to the journal, and what I came up with is all the different parts that you can write down information about, and you could keep this for years to come. And if you know, maybe you got anxiety or you feel stressed, this is a really great way to make a journal to calm down. So what I did is the front cover is just a piece of paper that I cut from the 6x8 paper pad for Simple Stories. What I did is I sprayed it with some red dilution spray, and I sort of wiped some pinks and sort of aqua colour acrylic on top of it with this piece of die cut. This is from the Cameo. It was sent to me by Scrap of Your Life. It's red card. It's quite thick actually, but it was cut out, and what I've done is I've put some watercolor paper behind it. I traced around it, and then I hand painted it with some Vicky Bouton watercolor pens. So they gave colors that were quite well matched to the range that I used. All the ribbons that I used up here were just a range that I had. I got given some red, but I tried to match in other colors with the paper range that I was using. And I also got given this burlap, which is quite textured, so it sort of adds to the title of my journal. So here we go, the middle of the journal. We're just going to take you through the top part of the journal. This part tells you what to do. So this is your gratitude journal. It's telling you that you're beautiful, and that as you go through the journal, you're going to sort of help yourself with all of the information that you're going to put in it, so you can reread it and start to feel good about yourself. So what I did here is first page, it's called Sun-Kissed, and it says here to always fill your cup. So I've made these little cups. They're sort of a little bit three-dimensional, and I've stuck some stickers from the 12x12 Simple Stories sticker sheet, and I've made little cups, all right, and stuck stickers on top. It says, what are all the things that fill your cup and what makes you super happy? So in this part of the journal, you're going to write down all the things that make you excited or happy or joyful, and you could put pictures in, you could do doodles or anything like that in your journal. Now the next portion of the journal is a calming part, and I sort of came up with this because if you felt nervous or you weren't sure of what was about to happen, you could do all these things to help calm you down. So I've written little activities. You could think about where places you can go that calm you, your favorite quotes, some yoga, some meditation, some walking, maybe listening to some music, writing down words. So all these things in this part of the journal would help to calm you. Then in the next portion, I've got all the things that help me simplify my life. So you could organize your room, you could declutter a bit, you could create routines, you could do some gardening, grow your own food. What is it that you like to do that could simplify your life? And you might be able to include those sorts of things. When you get to the next tab, these are all the fun times, all the favorite times, all the memories. You might like to come back because you forget sometimes all the things you've done in your life. So you could write down your very favorite times, and I'm sure that we all have things that we look back on and it makes us smile. So it's important to write them down and record them. The next tab is to do with sometimes clouds are grey, but we also need to find what's good, or the silver lining. So we try and look behind the clouds to find that there is sun and things will turn out, but you just have to ride the storm maybe sometimes. And in this part of your journal, you might write about sometimes where you've had a bit of hardship, but you know, became resilient and you got through them. So I've written some words there that could help to talk about that. Now, the second last tab, I've included travel, because travel can be something that we look forward to. It creates excitement, and you might start your travel dreams in this part of the journal, where you'd like to go, who you'd like to go with, what you'd like to do, because holidaying is probably one of life's pleasures, I would say. So I've got a car there. It might be a road trip, it might be a plane trip, it might be a weekend away. And the very last tab here, I've written what makes you you. So if you went to your friends and you asked them to write down a few words about you and all the things that make you who you are, they might be able to tell you some things that you didn't realize that they liked about you. So I've put about 3 pages of where friends can write little messages or words, and so when you're feeling not so good, you can come back and have a read and maybe realize that you have some worth, and it's good to know that you're needed in the world. So that is my journal. It took quite a long time, but I really love the front. I love the die cut, I love the colors, and I like the brightness, because bright makes you feel happy, and it's great to be able to create a little gift like this. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you soon.